photographer and director of the Zion Canyon Field Institute. If you're like me, you've been taking a lot of photographs. The scenery here has inspired millions of people. There's a great example of this out the windows on the left. Look for the three high peaks in the white and pink sandstone. A Methodist minister and two local boys named these peaks the Court of the Patriarchs, after Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob from the Old Testament of the Bible. In 1903, before the world knew much about Zion Canyon, an American artist and writer named Frederick Dellenbaugh spent the summer here. He showed his paintings a year later at the St. Louis World's Fair, and people didn't believe that the steep canyons and colorful rock could possibly be real. That same year, he wrote these words in a national magazine. The spectators instantly enveloped in the maze of cliffs and color, a double line of majestic sculptures, domes, pyramids, pinnacles, temples. In 1918, the name was changed to Zion National Monument before it was redesignated a national park in 1919. Artists help preserve places like Zion. Our words and images tell the world why landscapes like these must be enjoyed, but also why they must be protected. The next stop is Zion Lodge, where food, restrooms, and a gift shop are available. Depart the bus here from the Lower Emerald Pools Trail and Canyon Trail Ride. As you exit the shuttle bus, turn right and follow the sidewalk past the shuttle stops and along the edge of the lawn to the crosswalk. Cross the road and then go left for the horse corral or over the bridge of the Lower Emerald Pools Trail. It's a 1-mile round trip to the small waterfall at Lower Emerald Pool with 80 feet of elevation gain. It is a moderate 3-mile round trip hike to the Upper Emerald Pool with 360 feet of elevation gain. The pools are fragile and an essential water source for wildlife. Do not go into the water. Do your part to protect Zion National Park. This is Zion Lodge. Please gather all your belongings and watch your step as you exit the bus. The next stop is the Grove.
I'm Cassie Waters, a wildlife biologist for the park. Keep your eyes and ears open, and you may notice wildlife like a mule deer foraging in the meadows along the canyon floor, wild turkeys roaming around Zion Lodge, or a gray fox dashing into bushes in the grotto. Look in the sky for owls, eagles, hawks, and ravens. Zion is home to hundreds of species of wildlife and provides protected habitat for them. Other animals you may see are rock squirrels, chipmunks, and bighorn sheep. Remember, never feed wildlife. Keep a safe distance away from them and only look or take pictures. Check the park newspaper for youth and ranger programs about wildlife. Zion is also home to many plants adapted to hot and dry or cool and wet environments. Back at the visitor center, you likely saw cacti because it's hot and sunny there. Along the Virgin River in this section of the park, you'll see cottonwood and box elder trees because they grow close to water. And in even wetter places in the park, like near waterfalls and springs, you may see water-loving plants such as watercress and maidenhair ferns. These types of plants need a very moist environment and lots of shade. Each plant is adapted to its neighborhood and how much water it finds there. Even the plants in Zion tell the story of water.
So, we didn't pre-cut our cheese, did we? Oh, see, that's pocket knife.
The next stop is the grotto.
Serrated.
Depart the bus here for the trail to Angel's Landing, which starts across the road. The trail is 5.4 miles round trip and is rated strenuous.
Do everything else,
It
you
is steep
can't buy your
and
tobacco,
use
I don't
caution.
care.
People have died falling from the cliffs along this route. Small children and people with balance, pulmonary, or cardiac problems may have difficulty on this hike. Use the bathroom here before hiking. The Kayenta Trail also starts across the road. It goes back toward the Emerald Pools. It is 2 miles round trip and is rated moderate. From this stop, you can also walk back to Zion Lodge along the Grotto Trail, which starts behind the restrooms. The trail is 1/2 mile one way and is rated easy. The next stop is Weeping Rock.
Narrow was something I wanted to see, but I thought you had to walk through water.
It's an 8-hour walk.
To the Narrows? Oh, wait a minute. 8-hour
That's
walk
the
to the
beginning.
Narrows?
They're watching the videos.
Oh, okay.
You ever hike Half Dome?
No.
Yes.
That's a long hike.
And you know what? I'd like to do that sometime with Jeff. I did that when I was 15.
Really?
We've done it 3 times, and we only made it to the top once.
No, I won't know.
We've done it twice, we haven't made it to the top one time.
No, I only went up there one time. I've never done it. Nor do I want to.
And now you've got to get in, you've got to apply for a permit a year before.
Hi, I'm Jen Cruxon, a park ranger interpreter here at Zion National Park.
We've given up.
One of the most popular hikes and one that I am frequently asked about is Angel's Landing. It's across the river just ahead, out the windows on the left.
You set up an
The trail to
account,
Angel's Landing
put
cuts
the
back
sites
and
you
forth
want,
along the
press
canyon
enter at
wall.
7 o'clock
You
and
might
come
be
back
able to
full.
spot hikers
But when
over
we've
there
been in
on their
there,
way up to Walter's
half the
Wiggles,
park is
which are
empty.
a series of 21 steep switchbacks. Walter Boosh, the first park manager at Zion, designed the Wiggles as part of the Angel's Landing Trail.
Well, the park doesn't care.
He wanted to allow visitors to reach the viewpoint overlooking the canyon,
Yeah.
which someone once said was so high only angels could land there. This amazing trail is listed in the National Register of Historic Places. Just one more reason Zion is an important place to care for and protect.
So how far is that walk? Angel's Walk? Like, it's a bunch of switchbacks.
Angel's Landing?
Yeah.
Strenuous. 4
Yeah,
hours.
it's a 4-hour walk.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah, she said it's a bunch of switchbacks and
5.4 mile.
steep grades and. No, we don't have enough time.
Well, it's only a 1,500-foot elevation change.
It's a work, well, I shouldn't speak for Jeff, but I'm not in that great shape. I have to get my cardiovascular system a little bit, plus I
Well, you know, when you get off the bus,
I
just
have
grab your
bad
second
knees.
wind.
Grab my second leg.
Just grab it as you get off.
I left it on the bike. I'll have to go back to the bike and get it.
It's breezy out here.
Yeah, to do all the hikes here, you have to spend several days here, I think.
have to be into the hiking.
Yeah, like really into it. I'm not into the strenuous stuff. Like I
I'm
said,
into walking, not hiking that much.
we did have them when I was 40. But we did uproot so many balls to get before that.
We are approaching Weeping Rock.
Talked us into it. Well, because they.
The water that drips out of Weeping Rock is just filtered through the rock.
Up in Yosemite.
Rained up about, I think it's between 3,000 and 5,000 years.
You do most of
Or
the trails in the
its way through
switchback.
where it comes out of the rock
in
and
the
drips
sun.
on you.
And
Good
all
spot
you
to
do
see
is
some
back
hanging
and forth
gardens.
through this
It's
crevice.
a fairly steep little height to get up to it, but it's very short.
So
There are
there's no
restroom
breeze
facilities
because
here. There is
it's
some
completely
drinking water.
blocked by.
This is Weeping Rock. No, this is not the last stop. Last stop is the temple, 2 more stops from now.
So it must be.
This is Weeping Rock right here, trails off to the right.
We haven't been on it that long.